Maybe you're aware of the way that fear is holding you back. You might have even felt it for years, and you realise that you've got to do something about it, because unless you do overcome that fear, you're never going to have that life and creative career that you dream of. Fear is misunderstood. I remember how I used to feel about fear. I didn't like it. I interpreted it as a sign that something bad was going to happen. I wanted to do this thing, start a writing project, perform on stage, and I would feel this familiar feeling in my body, something like a shiver and a weight. And then my mind would start to imagine all of the things that could go wrong. Rejection, humiliation. Fear for me meant the worst. It meant certain failure. But that is why I now know that fear is misunderstood. It doesn't mean the worst as a certainty. It simply shows me that I am inclined to imagine the worst. When I take a step into the unknown, I'm already telling myself that what is about to happen is something that I don't want. I reach out my fingers and they get bitten off. So here is how to move beyond your fear. Keep going. Every time you back down, step back, turn away from fear, is another day that you let that fear remain. That means it's another day that you denied yourself the joy of discovering what really lies beyond fear. Success, accomplishment, the seeing through of that creative project, following through on your dreams. Fear is that perimeter fence of discomfort, which means it lies between you and what you want. So the next time you feel it, you can understand that you have reached the fence and you only have another few steps to take. And here's the other thing about that perimeter fence. So many people turn back at this point, which means that just by keeping going, by scaling that fear, reaching into the unknown and following through, you will see that on the other side, your competition is halved. Because so many people decided to interpret their fear as a sign to turn back. You know what back there means. Back there is a place where your dream is just a dream. Feel the fear and know that this is a sign that you have reached the fence and that the reality of your dream is on the other side. No matter what, remember. Keep going, no matter what. I love fear, and I never thought I would say that, and it certainly didn't used to be the case. I used to get crippled by it. I used to dread fear. I used to be afraid of fear. And now every time I feel it, I'm like, yes, something's coming, something's close. And when you can shift and have that new relationship with fear, it becomes a sign of future success, rather than that sign to turn back, go back to bed, pull the duvet over your head and go back to sleep. So let fear encourage you into that new territory where all of your accomplishments actually exist. It's such a lovely practice to have, and it's probably one that has set me free in the biggest way.